The government is being urged to take the fight against alcohol abuse seriously and to pass the Liquor Amendment Bill. Now, Cape Town will be hosting the 7th Biennial Global Alcohol Policy Conference this week. The abuse of alcohol contributes 3 million deaths worldwide and is a leading cause of road crashes here at home. Civil organizations as well as experts say it's also the main cause of violence against women. Bongi Ndondo is the chairperson of the Southern African Alcohol Policy Alliance, and she joins us now from Cape Town to discuss this further. A very good morning to you, Bongi. Thank you for joining us on the SA Morning. Now, you have said that the link between gender-based violence and alcohol is not cut and dry. You've described it as both complex and nuanced. What do you mean by this?
Good morning and good morning to your listeners. So I think we've got a direct link between alcohol and gender-based violence because we know that, studies have told us that a lot of over 80% of incidents of gender-based violence occur when one or other of the parties has had a drink. So one or other, or in most cases both. But we also have a more subtle link, which is how the advertising, which tends to promote or objectify women in the selling of product, actually contributes to this whole notion of women being there to serve the pleasure of others. And that also contributes a lot to gender-based violence. So we've got both a direct and indirect link between alcohol and gender-based violence. What we are most concerned about clearly is the issues of intimate partner violence, because a lot of them go unreported because they happen in households, and a lot of that goes unreported.
You made a link between advertising and the rate of gender-based violence. How are you, as the Southern African Alcohol Policy Alliance, actually tackling this issue? Because now it's not only a social issue, but it also has business and financial ramifications for the alcohol industry, and I guess government too.
Yes, so the issue of advertising is a very complex one because often, the industry will always defend their right to marketing their products. But what we are saying is that advertising contributes to the normalization of a drinking culture that perpetuates not just gender-based violence, but violence in general. So government is the regulator, government is the referee. So government needs to look at the benefit that the nation, that South Africa gets from revenues from generated from advertising through taxes to the industry, and look at the social and health harm that alcohol causes and balance and make a decision based on the two. Now, we've got studies that have shown over and over that actually the contribution of alcohol to the fiscus and to the economy in terms of job creation and so on and so forth is actually far less than what society has to then put up in terms of health bills, in terms of the cost to other sectors of the economy, the social sector, and so on and so forth. So we are calling for better laws, but also better regulation and implementation of the laws that we currently have.
You also speak about, and this speaking about laws and regulation, the alcohol age, the age that individuals are allowed to consume alcohol, and you're advocating for this to be increased?
Yes, we are indeed. So let me tell you a story. In the US in 1984, most of the states, not all of them, but more than 90% of the states shifted the minimum legal drinking age from 18 to 21. And through that policy shift alone, they saw a decrease in per capita consumption of alcohol. There was a decrease in road carnage due to alcohol. There was a decrease in gender-based violence, in drug abuse, and so on and so forth. So we've got a lot of evidence from other countries. More recently in South Africa, we had what was known as the Bella Bill, which was put for public comment. And it was the Basic Education Amendment Bill. And some of the clauses that were in the original drafting included the sale of alcohol in schools. And the South Africans, during the public hearing, outright rejected that. Now, luckily, that those clauses have been removed from the Bella Bill. Now, South Africans are saying we want to protect our schools. Imagine if we also said we want to protect our institutions of higher learning, because a lot of the young people who are drinking between the age 18 and 21 tend to either still be in formal school or in tertiary education. So again, we need to take a bold step. We know the evidence is there. We know this thing works. So if we shifted the minimum legal drinking age from 18 to 21, we would have a chunk of the population that is currently legally able to drink, but unable to drink. And that chunk is an important chunk. It's our young adults who we should be nurturing and trying to protect from the harmful effects of alcohol. Another thing, just in relation to the minimum legal drinking age, we also know research has shown that if you delay the onset of drinking amongst young people, the likelihood of them abusing alcohol later on in life is decreased. So if you delay the onset of drinking, say from 18 to 21, you are actually there's a protective effect on young people binge drinking later on in life.